Hey Han, I'm Chloe and this is the Daphne tutorial. My mission is to share my passion for pole dancing and make pole dancing easy to learn and accessible. This is the 13th video of the beginner pole trick tutorial series. In order to maximize your training out of all the videos, I highly recommend you to start from the very first video of this playlist, as the tricks will be a progression of the video before. The Daphne is a really cute trick. I love incorporating this in my freestyle as well. This video is mirrored for your ease of learning. I'll also have a red wristband on my right wrist and my right ankle to indicate the right side of my body if you do get confused of the directions. This trick tutorial is created for you for informational and educational purposes only, and for you to enjoy learning pole dancing from the comfort of your own home. Please participate at your own risk and don't work beyond your capability, and seek spotting or help when necessary. For any health concerns, please make sure to seek professional medical advice. Please also make sure that you warm up your body before you start this video. I have a warm-up playlist depending on your level under the playlist warm up, so that you can try before you do the tricks. If you enjoy this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up so that I know to create more of these kinds of videos, and consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't yet, so that you are notified every single week I upload a video. If you're looking to further your pole journey and combining tricks and dance together, then consider signing up for my online learning platform, Pole Art Vault, where we put the tricks together into a combo and learning an entire routine with combos and dance together. You can find the link in the description below for further information. Alrighty, without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. Now, let's get into our conditioning. With our conditioning today, you are going to either need a towel, a thick towel, or you're going to need either a carpeted floor. Both work. Now, you're going to start off with coming onto your knees. We are going to do a bit of wrist conditioning today because we're going to need our wrist for the Daphne. Now, from here, you're going to start getting your hand onto the floor. So try creating a fist with your hands, and then you're going to place your pinky side onto the floor. Now, from here, you're going to start lifting your bum up onto your knees. You're going to start rolling your fist all the way until your thumb hits the floor, and then you're going to roll it back. Now, again, this is going to work if you've got carpeted floor, but if you don't, make sure you place a towel underneath your fist so that once you roll, it's not going to hurt if you're on like tile floors or wooden floors or like any sort of like hard surface. So we're going to do 3 more of these. So onto your pinky, roll forward, and then roll back. Good, and then roll forward, and then roll back. Beautiful, and then last one, and then roll back. Beautiful. All right, shake it off if you need to. Nice, well done. All right, from here, we're just gonna start rolling our wrist out and in. Good, beautiful, and then you're going to shake it off. Nice. All right, from here, you're going to come back into the same position again, palm in front of your knees. Make sure that your palms and fingers are nice and wide apart. And then we're gonna start pushing our palm into the floor as you lift your bum off of your ankle. So you're gonna sit, and then you're gonna push, and then come back down. Good, we got 3 more. Push, and then come back down. Make sure you're putting a bit of pressure into your wrist too. Beautiful, and last one. Nice. All right, shake your hands off if you need to. Well done, that is your wrist conditioning done. Now let's get into our second conditioning. We are going to do our plank pull-ins. Now, with your plank pull-ins, you're going to stand right in front of the pole, facing the pole. Now from here, you're going to grab your inside hand. Well, you can start off with whichever hand you want to. I'm gonna start off with my right hand so that it comes in front of my chest. Now from here, you're going to keep your body entirely straight, and then you're gonna start pushing or pulling your body away from the pole. You're gonna hold 2, 1, and then you're gonna pull yourself back up. Nice. So you're gonna make sure that your whole entire body is straight, so no slouching or no pushing your tummy all the way to the pole, keeping your body straight. 2, 1, and then pull back in. We've got 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, last one. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, let's try it on the other hand. So hand in front of your chest again. All right, pulling yourself out. 3, 2, 1. Good, pull yourself in. Make sure you use your biceps. 3, 2, 1. Good, pull yourself in. Make sure you're only using your arms. 3, 2, 1. Pulling back in. All right, last one. 3, 2, 1. Well done. And that is all your conditioning done for today. All right, let's get into our Daphne. This is what a Daphne looks like. Alrighty, now let's break that down. So you're going to come into your sit. So this is sort of like an in-between move of like a sit and then sort of like a layout with your hand underneath. Now, once you come into your sit, you're going to slide your top hand down to where your shoulder is. From there, you're going to reach your bottom hand behind and underneath your bum, and then you're going to bring your inside knee up, outside leg down, in a straight leg, and then you're in your Daphne. Now, I just put my pole on static so that you can see what's happening because it just wasn't working on a spinning pole. So you can still keep it on spin or static, whichever you want to for this particular trip. So, I'll give you 2 different options in terms of climbing, coming into a sit. Now you can either straddle the pole, bring your inside ankle on top, coming into your sit, or you can do the version that I'm about to show you. Now, with the first version that I just said, we've covered it in our pole sit tutorial, so make sure if you haven't watched that one yet, make sure you watch the pole sit tutorial and it will make more sense. So, you're gonna come onto your toes, hands in front of your chest. You're going to swing your leg forward into your sit. Now make sure that your bottom ankle, whichever bottom ankle is on top, on the bottom, that you keep hip tilting over to that same leg. So if your left leg is on the bottom, you're tilting over to your left. From here, you're gonna slide your hand down to where your shoulder is. Now, from here, your outside hand goes underneath your bum. You're going to bring your inside knee up, outside leg down, so that your ankle to knee is aligned. And then you're gonna push your chest forward, lean up, and then you're in your Daphne. To come out, pull yourself back in, grab the pole above, and then coming out. Well done. Alrighty, on to your other side. You're gonna grab the pole with your inside end up, outside end on the bottom. You're gonna swing your inside leg on top, outside leg on the bottom. Make sure you're hip tilting over to the front. Slide your top hand down to where your shoulder is. Outside hand goes underneath your bum. Make sure that you bring your inside knee up, outside leg down. You're gonna push your chest forward, arch your back, kick your leg down into the floor, and then you're in your Daphne. To come out, grab the pole, roll yourself up. Well done. Let's go through some tips and common mistakes. Common mistake number 1, leg positioning. So make sure that when you're in your Daphne, that you bring your inside knee nice and high, and then you're going to drop your outside leg down so that your toe is facing the floor. Now what I mean by that is when you're coming into your sit, into your Daphne, make sure that your leg isn't like doing all sorts of like different stuff. Inside knee facing up, so rather than squeezing your knees together, bring your knee up so that your ankle is aligned to the inside part of your knee. So if you want to try this from the floor, what you're going to do is you're going to bring your inside leg up and then try aligning your ankle to your inside of your knee. And there's your leg positioning. Now, when you're coming into your sit, make sure that you're not hunching your back. I want you to try to keep your chest relatively close to the pole. Now, if you start hunching your back, that means that you're going to end up sort of dropping your bum down, and then your toe is going to start facing up. So make sure that you push your chest towards the pole. Make sure you're not dropping your bum down. Kick your leg down into the floor for that extra grip in your inner thigh. Now, other thing is to make sure that you keep your hip tilted the entirety of the trick. Now, what happens usually is that once you come into your Daphne or once you come into your sit, is that you end up sort of hip tilting back towards the pole. So make sure that you're hip tilting away and push your chest away so that you can reach your hand underneath. So make sure, don't forget your hip tilt throughout the entirety of the trick. You do not move your hip whatsoever. Now, next tip is your hand positioning with your Daphne. Now, commonly what happens is that you don't slide your top hand down enough so that you can reach your hand underneath. Now, sometimes I hear people that it's like, oh, like my hands are just too short, I can't reach underneath. Usually that's because your hand is too high. So remember, once you come into your sit, reach your inside hand right underneath your shoulder or shoulder height. So if you feel like you have a little shorter arms, bring it even lower than your shoulder so that you can reach underneath. That'll be much easier for you to reach underneath your bum, and then you can come into the right positioning. Now, next tip is to make sure that you push your chest forward and reach out. Now, that's what's gonna allow you to get into the right positioning and also get that extra grip in your thighs. So make sure that once you get into your positioning, and it also obviously makes it look nice as well, that you reach your chest away from the pole. So think about pushing your chest away and then chest out at the same time. Now, with your head positioning, you can either look over your outside shoulder or you can look back for the extra dramatic effect and making it look nice as well. So what I mean is once you get here, remember chest away, push your chest up, kick your leg down and look all the way back. Or you can look over your shoulder, your outside shoulder, look towards the floor, and that'll make your Daphne look really nice as well. Now, when you're in your Daphne, commonly people think that all of your weight is on your bottom wrist. That is a very dangerous one. If you are sitting entirely on your bottom wrist and your bottom hand, what is going to happen is that you're going to end up injuring your wrist. Now, to avoid that is how you are sitting with your hip tilted. So all the hip tilt is going to unload the pressure in your wrist so that you don't sit entirely on your wrist. So it should be sort of most of your weight in your thighs and then a teeny bit in your wrist. And again, make sure you're hip tilting a lot so that all of your weight isn't on your bottom wrist. Make sure that you're not sitting right wedged up your cookie. You want to be able to be sitting a little further away from your cookie so that once you get into the position, it won't hurt your cookie. Now, a good indication of where you should be sitting is there should be this thickest part of your thigh on your inner part of your thigh. So there's going to be sort of like a dented area where you can sit on. that's where you should be sitting on. That's the squishy part of your thigh, and it shouldn't hurt as much as sitting all the way up. Now, one last thing. This is a common occurring thing that I've always mentioned. Make sure you wipe down your pole with methylated spirits and with towel. Make sure you get hand grip, make sure you get some body grip. The link is all in the description. I'm not sponsored for any of the products. And that is all the tips and common mistakes I wanted to go through. Now, sometimes you're gonna have days where you feel like you don't feel like doing anything. You don't feel like getting out of bed. That is totally normal. I say that exercise is always medicine for everything. So what I usually do is I just get up, you just do it, honestly, you just do it. And then do a bit of warm up, do a bit of stretching, and already at that time, you might feel a little better. And if you feel like you just don't feel like doing anything, at least you did your warm up, at least you did your stretching. And then if you feel like you have a bit more in you, maybe do 1 trick tutorial, 2 trick tutorial, and I guarantee you that will make you feel 10 times better than you felt before. And at least you're not gonna go into this sort of terrible cycle of, okay, I feel really terrible because I didn't accomplish anything and I felt like crap today. But at least if you felt like crap beginning of the day and you did something, you felt like you accomplished something and you feel a bit better. Thank you so much for joining me in the Daphne tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall see you in the very next tutorial. Bye! Doing, 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 doing. Mummy needs to film now though. Doing, doing, doing. All right, you guys play with this here.